Hi, my name is Chris Bond, and I'm here to show you how to test your thermostat. I can't tell you how many times I've had a customer tell me I replaced the thermostat. I thought it was the thermostat, but 9 times out of 10 it's not the thermostat. But now I'm going to show you how to save money and how to test the thermostat so you don't go down and buy this thermostat and spend 50 bucks and find out that that's not what you needed in the first place. So here we have the thermostat. I'm going to take it out of the box. It's a standard thermostat that you would buy down at Home Depot, and you can take it apart just like this. It comes apart, and that's the sub base. Basically, this is the part that goes to the wall with the screws. So when this is attached, you're going to see 5 wires coming out of there. The standard is 4 to 5. So I'm going to come over here and see there's a W, a Y, a G, O, R, C, R, B, and C. Most of these you don't even have to concern yourself with. Basically, you're going to, the majority of the time, you're going to have a red wire that connects to R. It's really simple because the standard is that the wire will match what it's connected to. So if you have a green wire coming out, it's going to go to G. If you have a red wire coming out, it's going to go to R. If you have a white wire coming out, it's going to go to W. See how easy this is? And a yellow wire will go to Y. Okay, so now I'm going to have to tell you what these actual wires do. The R wire is your power, is your 24 volts. Okay, so that's the power that comes in here constantly. This is just like a light switch. So W is your heating. Y, which is the yellow wire, is going to be your air conditioning. And G, which is the green wire, is going to be your fan. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to put this down and take this thermostat on the wall apart, and you just put a little screwdriver or something back here and it should come out very easily, but sometimes it does not. Okay, so here you have the wires that we talked about: W, Y, G, and R. You'll notice that there's a common on this thermostat. Not all thermostats have common, but what you want to make sure is you never connect the R to the common wire. Just if you have a common wire, just ignore it completely, because that's not going to have anything to do with the test. So what you want to do is get a small screwdriver and undo the red wire, because that's your 24 volts. So you take that out, and then depending on whether you want to do, test it for air conditioning or you want to test it for heating. The W would be the test for the heating, and the Y would be the test for the air conditioning. So we're going to do it in air conditioning today. And so I'm going to take this yellow wire out, just like that, and see how these are stripped back. So what you want to do is most likely you could put this red wire to the yellow wire and the air conditioner would come on. Now if it comes on, then that means that your thermostat is bad, because if it's not coming on with, when you're trying to call for it, you're turning down the temperature, then it would be your thermostat if you connect these 2 wires and it comes on. The majority of the time you don't have to add the green wire, which is the fan, but it's always good to just do it anyway, just because. And so we will connect these wires. You can hear the fan going on, but just because the G and the red wire are attached, that just means the fan's going to come on. But you want to test the air conditioning also. So what you do is wrap this one around too, So now your air conditioner, you're going to have a condenser out on the side of your house, or you're going to have a package unit. The package unit is up on the roof, or you're going to have a split system is what they call it. But because we'll come around here, and because you can hear the fan running, then you know, if it wasn't running before, then you know that your thermostat's bad. So your air conditioning's running. If you check outside and it's running too, and it hadn't come on with the thermostat by the thermostat itself, then you know that the thermostat is bad. So the last test we're going to do is we're going to take these apart. See, the fan goes off because you disconnected the power wire. So now let's say we were in heating season. So what you're going to want to do is take the W off, because we had talked about how that controls the heat. So you just repeat the same thing, except you don't use the yellow wire. So you would attach this. Oh, there we go. The fan went on too, but it's always good just to add the green wire. Wow, it usually is. So, and there you go. It's running. So if it wasn't running prior, when you had the thermostat on and you had it in heat and you raised the temperature and it didn't come on, but then you can come back and do this, then you know your thermostat's bad. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do to get your thermostat to run correctly like it was, or at least to put it back, what you do is you get the yellow wire, you attach this while you straighten it out, and you shove it back where it was, where it says Y, and you just tighten it down, and then you get the W wire, which is the heating portion of it, and you straighten it out and just shove it back in there, and you tighten that down, and then you have the G, which is your fan, and you put that back down in there and you tighten it back up. A lot of the time you'll have these newer style thermostats that have the common included. That's what the jumper's for. So it says RC and R. You always put the hot wire back on R, but that's taking the place of this common wire. Sometimes the common wire is still on there with the modern ones, but we'll put this back under R. Got to get it in the right little hole. Screw that down. So now all these wires are attached again. Okay, white goes to W, yellow goes to Y, G goes to green, red goes to R. And never connect the R and the blue common, or you're going to be calling me because I'll have to come out and fix it. But as long as you know not to attach those two wires, you put it in cooling again, you lower the temperature, and it should come on. There is a delay, but that should do it. So that's how to test your thermostat.